that crowd was a very young Ian Meldrum, screaming and carrying on for the biggest rock sensation ever to hit Australia. I think I was sitting in P row over there, well, at least for a while, until I caused so much fuss that they had to throw me out into the street. It was the Beatles concert that made me seriously decide to get into rock and roll music. Well, that was in '64, but rock hit the world around about the same time as television hit Australia in 1956. But the sort of early pop music programs we turned out then didn't really reflect the true spirit of rock and roll.
Oh, I'm falling in love again. Oh.
The television viewers got their first taste of genuine rock and roll thanks to one man, Mr. Johnny O'Keefe.
Well, it's pop and it's rock. Come on, everybody, it's 6 o'clock. Hi, once again, and welcome to 6 o'clock rock. Just one more time. Just one more time. Just one more time. Just one more time. Just one more time.
There's never been anyone quite like Johnny O'Keefe, and with the changes that have come over the Australian music industry in the last few years, there probably never can be again. Johnny's an original.
Good night. God bless you. And here's a request for shout.
Well, you know you make me want to shout. Flip my lid over, shout. Come on now, shout. Come on now, shout. Are you with me? Shout. Are you with me? Shout. Are you with me? Shout. Come on now, shout. Come on now, shout. I feel
If J.O.K.'s first show, 6 o'clock rock, had the right amount of gritty street cred, Bandstand was rock and pop music sanitised so that the mums and dads couldn't possibly take offence.
And it's a pretty hot afternoon, so no coat if you don't mind.
Bye, 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 baby, goodbye.
The Bandstand family included Cole Joy,
1,221 years from now.
and little Judy Stone sang all the sweet numbers. Teenagers then, as now, loved to dance. And through the years, the music shows have kept us up to date with all the latest dance crazes.
Dang, dang, dang.
rattle and roll. I said shake, rattle and roll. Shake, rattle and roll. Hang on, groovy, hang on. Hang on, groovy, hang on.
But it all got a bit serious in the mid-60s when by sheer fluke the Beatles came to Australia at the height of their fame. And we found ourselves in the middle of Beatlemania.
Are you individually millionaires yet?
No, that's another lousy rumor, wouldn't you?
Brian Epstein a millionaire.
No, even he's not one, poor fellow. He works.
Where does all the money go?
Well, a lot of it goes to Her Majesty.
She's a millionaire.
Shout, come on, come on, come on, come on, baby, now, come on, baby, come on and work it on out, work it on out. Close your eyes, I might kiss you, tomorrow I miss you, remember I'll always need you.
folks.
After the Beatles came the Rolling Stones. They were considered the bad boys of rock and roll.
Thank you very much. Now we turn to the key light of one of the entertainment success stories, a story still being written in the notes of traditional rhythm and blues. We now look to the old world for the exciting new developments in the big beat. From England, the trendsetters in the international big beat, the Rolling Stones.
Dressed in black, silver buttons all down her back. High-ho, tips her toes. She broke the needle and she came slow, walking the dog. Ain't had no peace in the farmyard since my little red rooster's been gone.
The world rock scene was changing. The fact that British bands were making it in America made Australians think they might just have a chance too. One group actually grew up on Australian television. There were three brothers from Brisbane and were destined to become one of the biggest recording acts in music history. By the mid-60s, we knew we could create our own pop stars to fit into the hysterical Beatles mould. Billy Thorpe had a string of #1 hits and his own television show, It's All Happening. He got the sort of reaction to Over the Rainbow that Judy Garland could never have imagined. And fresh-faced young Normie Rowe drove the teens and pre-teens wild. At one particular concert, Normie put in some training for his bout with Sydney's Ron Casey. If we were to have our own Beatles in Australia, the closest we came was with the Easy Beats. Their hit, Friday on My Mind, became a worldwide top 10 hit.
Today I might be mad, tomorrow I'll be glad, 'cause I've got Friday on my mind.
By the late 60s, homegrown artists had become a bit more psychedelic.
Come and see the real thing, come and see the real thing, come and see. I am the real thing.
Johnny Young wrote that song and I produced it. Johnny actually replaced Ian Turpie as the host of The Go Show, where he introduced many acts. One of the acts was a band from Adelaide, The Twilights, with Glenn Shorrock on lead vocals.
Like trying to find a needle in a haystack, yeah, a needle in a haystack.
And Rusty Wiley compared Uptight. And on the panel was the associate editor of the pop music magazine Go Set. See if you can recognise him without the hat.
I feel that on these interviews, it's just always me against the others.
Oh, well, no.
I think you'll agree that it took a pretty vivid imagination to see me as a potential television star. But the ABC took the punt and created the show which turned music television around in the 1970s.
Love is in the air, every sight and every sound.
The Rippon studios of the ABC in Melbourne became the only place to be seen on a Sunday night. John Paul Young, to many, was the sound of the 70s. And AC/DC, Acca Dacca, certainly kicked on to become a worldwide sensation. After Bon Scott died, AC/DC continued with Brian Johnson fronting the band. The balance between live performances and video clips on Countdown slowly started to tilt towards the clips. To give you an example of the change in Australian rock images, this is the way Little Patty Amplet sold a song in the 60s. And this is what her cousin Chrissy Amplet is up to in the 90s. The video has changed rock on television totally from the days of 6 o'clock rock and Bandstand. Rock music appeals to a primal energy inside us all. And whether it's the Beatles or the ancient tribal rhythms of Yothu Yindi, that sort of appeal is going to find its way onto television. And I reckon they'll still be rocking on TV in another 35 years. I just hope I will be able to keep up with the pace in my wheelchair.
I can see